of the creatures they meet on one of the levels. It seemed to be a creature that was like a floating giant eyeball, similar to a beholder, but actually had a bunch of suction cup tentacle type appendages, and we're able to take it down with not too much trouble. But that's where we left off. I also don't do, since it has been a while and it has been a relatively long campaign, I want to remind the team of some of the information they have so far. They probably have more notes than I do, but at least the most recent discoveries, when they did enter this spire, they did find a map to the spire. The map has several sides of it, which displays different, I guess, phases or dimensions of the map. They each display something a little bit different, yet the map and the levels are still similar but different. Um, they've discovered which section of the map they're presently on, and they're following that for now. Um, also, I think that's the main thing. They did discover the green section of the map highlights these small statues that look like they're kind of holding together and powering and kind of yeah, yeah, powering up the entire spire. Like they act as like mini turrets that take on. There's about one every 8 or so floors up the spire. Um, and that is about it. As far as enemies pursuing them right now, they are being hunted by generals from a demon army, but no one seems to know, at least as far as they understand, where they are. So they're still incognito so far, and that's where we left off. So we let's zoom in on the room. Toddle, you are just heading down stairwells right now. A lot of the floors that you're passing are pretty much empty. You do take notice of these green, almost jade-looking turrets, in the shape of a lot of them different animals, but most of them, and the majority of the larger ones, are hares holding like a big orb in the center of their paws. Um,
Ooh.
there's some shelves here and there, chests, armor, like seating areas, things like that, but nothing really else to note.
Okay.
Um, and you're still just heading down, trying to run into them somewhere. You do feel though that you're getting a little bit closer.
Okay.
And the rest of the crew, you are on the same level with each other. You just took out the monster, and it's sitting almost in the center of the room, just totally dead. um, what are you guys doing?
Let's see. So I'm gonna be a little, just kind of shocked by the fact that like we ran into this completely unexpected monster, and then uh, was it Calamity that was using message to communicate with Toddle?
I think so.
I had a calling stone that Tuttle gave me.
Gotcha. There we go. Oh man, is everyone all right? Anyone injured?
Not just my wardrobe. Oh, that thing is gross.
We'll get you cleaned up once we get out of here. Calamity, is there any way we can try and get back in touch with Toddle to see where they're at?
Uh, yeah, we can try. And I start tapping it. Tuttle, Tuttle.
Do I hear this?
You should, yeah.
Okay. Yes, hello, hello. As I'm like running, like speed line running downstairs into corridors, calling out to our friend that is with us, just like just chaotic energy running all over.
Well,
Hi.
great Arnie.
Yes.
I hop onto Avaran's shoulder, so I'm kind of like his like phone holder.
Oh, and Citri, who's with you, actually stayed in the library, so she's waiting for you
Oh,
there.
got it. Okay. Okay. Uh, then I am. So I'm just running down quarters. Yes. I have no way of sensing if I'm any closer to you, but I just have to keep running up and down quarters. Let me see if I have a like something that I can take that would like speed up my. I think I have a potion that could like speed me up so I can get there class faster.
I think you definitely do.
I have one flight that increases I think movement speed by 10.
Nice.
Let me see. And I think I fly. Potion of flying. Yeah. When you drink this potion, you gain flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. Well, I
No.
do that in hopes that like I'm like instead of like running down these corridors, I'm like just jumping and flying. So Toddle's gonna be like, okay, this is taking too long. Pops a cork off from one of the potions that he grabs from his robes, and downs this potion real quick. And I have the access of flight now, and now and for an hour at least, and it's the same as my walking speed, which is I believe 25 for Toddle. Yeah. So I'm gonna just be floating down these corridors and just trying to locate, and I'm gonna be like, okay, keep talking. I'm gonna grab the sending stone and say, hey, can you like yell? Maybe that's not a good idea. I want you to yell for me because I will be able to find you faster if you're yelling.
And I think Calamity said he was holding the stone up to my ear so I could hear that. So I go, all right. Ah!
Toddle, you
Uh.
actually hear that super duper faintly, but partially because I'm gonna guess because I have a list of some of the different flight potions you have. I think this one. I'm gonna say it's this one because there is one that you did, but you were gifted from. And this one gives you not only a little bit of flight speed, it gives you like the flight speed, but it also gives you slightly heightened senses. So you do notice as you're running, there's almost like a filigree sort of stream, like thicker magic that's kind of materializing right behind you. So only when the wings flap and you start to glide down these stairs as opposed to running down them, you do see them sort of materialize before you, and they're like a really pretty kind of iridescent orange. And you do hear Avran, but you do start, because of these senses, you do notice that he is around 20 floors below you. So you're catching up.
All right, then that's what I'm doing. As I'm just listening and just hearing and trying to follow that signal as quickly as possible. I'm like, can you yell again? Can you yell again? I heard you guys. I'm coming in hot.
And roll for perception as well.
Yeah, okay. Yay, first roll.
Ah!
It's been so long. Oh, okay, that's not bad. 16 plus perception 16. 22?
A lot. Okay. You also hear something else climbing up about 2 floors below the crew, and it seems to be a really large creature. Coming in hot.
Okay, let's prepare. I'm gonna hear that, unsheath my little dagger that I have that's silvered and all nice and +3 and great, and kind of mentally prepare for that. And basically once this guy comes around the corner, I want to be like throwing stuff at him.
Okay, he is 2 floors below the rest of the team. Not you. So
Okay. Oh, really? So I don't have to get all angry. I could actually sneak. Okay, then let's approach him quietly so I can see what it is first. I'm gonna do a little sneaky action.
Okay, he's really far below though. Like he's literally they're 20 feet below you, and the creature is coming up on them 2 floors below them. So he's 22 floors below.
Right, you'll encounter us.
Oh,
yeah.
Got it. Okay, then never mind. I'm gonna go straight down. I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be extra prepared. I'm gonna tell on the sending stone, guys, there's something. I sense something. I just took a potion, so I understand a lot of things right now. And we have something coming. So if you're not healed, get healed.
Everyone, get ready. Toto says there's something big coming our way.
Oh, okay. From where?
Chanel's gonna roll perception as well, just to hear.
Fantastic.
Below. It's coming from below, and all I know is that it's big.
Chanel failed that.
Back up and prepare my.
Dang it. Wait, I have points. Wait, can I? Do we have a reroll?
Chanel's gonna hold an action. I'm waiting at the door.
Okay.
But she doesn't know. She can't. She's gonna look over at Diggy. I can't hear anything. I'm sorry.
I'll cast alarm on the doorway.
Okay, cool. I haven't heard that spell in a long time.
I know.
And then I'll tell Chanel, darling, come back.
Okay. And Toddle, you are going to listen in on this creature as well. And it looks like as it almost hears the commotion above it, and it's one floor beneath. It's going to hide somewhere on the floor beneath them and lie in wait.
Okay. How far am I away from the team? Because I have some things actually I can do.
You're going pretty quick.
Okay.
I would say like 10 floors down-ish.
Okay. So we're rolling. We're rocking. We're rolling.
Yeah.
Just looking at a list of spells here. We've got some good actions that we could do. I think
Nice.
now would be a really good time for me to cast a spell. It's called Mordekaisen's Faithful Hound, and I'm gonna send the hound in to go check it out.
Woof.
So while I'm freaking like speed flying, like I can't even think of a reference that's like just flying so fast. I'm like Thor or something. We are going straight down, and while I do that, Toddle's gonna like do some crazy spell and do like a flick of his wrist, and there we go. We got the hound summoned, and if I remember correctly, this hound is like a patchwork. It's got like a bunch of different breeds.
Yeah, he's super cute.
And he's super
Real
cute. Yeah, one of the 10 greatest animals that we have conjured up on the show.
Yeah, besides Crow. Yes.
And the crow, yeah. And anyway, so I am gonna give orders. Just hey, I need you to go down and very stealthily see what it is that we are gonna encounter shortly, but be quiet. And the hound kind of is gonna nod and listen to my command and just start heading down, probably at an even faster rate that I'm flying.
Yeah, he's actually gonna open up his own portal, and he's gonna walk through.
Yeah.
Wow.
First,
wow.
he's gonna walk through he's gonna almost enter through the wall like a ghost, and he's gonna kind of appear right in front of Avaran. Recognizing Avaran right away, he's gonna come up and give him a greeting, like a little lick on the hand.
I scratch him behind the ear.
And he's gonna look and kind of sniff around the floor for a bit, sniff at everybody's feet, and then he's gonna go turn back around and walk through the wall again.
Since that's the first time I've seen that, I'm gonna yell out, "What the f is that?"
You go sniff around, sniff your foot, and walk past, and he's gonna actually materialize on the bottom floor, and you can't see him, so I won't describe what he's doing down there.
And just as a reminder, DM, I have my Dagger of Warning on me, so all
Yes.
allies within 30 feet of me cannot be surprised.
Okay.
In reference to the creature below us.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I also have a longbow of warning, so.
So everyone lies in wait for a little bit, and you are gonna hear some commotion, and I almost called you Eric. Diggy, your alarm's gonna go off, but instead of the creature coming up the stairwell, you're gonna see Toddle.
Oh, Jesus. I almost shot you.
Okay, so here I am, like speed. I'm gonna do kind of like a Sonic take where he like goes a little too far and he's like, and kind of like jumps to the side and be like, I'm so happy, and just like see my friends and be like, oh, and by the way, I'm like giving hugs to everybody and like just so like I'm gonna pick up Calamity from Avaran's shoulders and just like. Just so excited to see you guys. You guys do not know what we've been through. And then I turn around and I'm like, oh yeah, she's in the library. I found the library. I found the library. I found it. I did it. And he's just gonna be so excited and so happy. But then I'm gonna like get really serious and be like, okay, so I just sent my hound down, maybe you guys saw it, to see what it was we were gonna be fighting, because I have no clue. I'm tempted to go in invisible and also take a peek myself. What do you guys think?
As long as you can do it invisibly, then I'd say just keep that communicating rock that he gave Calamity.
The sending stone that came in handy. I'm glad I fabricated that before we left. Does anyone have anything I should know about before I go down and do this?
Not me.
Okay.
Please tell me know where Citri is.
Yeah,
Library.
Citri's in the library. Yeah, Citri's in the library. she is also partaking into the readings, and I had to leave early because I was like, I need to find you guys. So now that I found you guys, and after we fight this thing, we can go back to the library. There's so much stuff there, you guys. There's so much.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. I wonder, do I have... I don't have any invisibility potions, so bummer, I can't give you guys anything. Let me check out. I do have a lot of these, though. Let me
Pass without
remind myself.
trace.
As he says that, I open my bag and look in it. Because I kind of sort of remember having some things from Toddle in there.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick glance.
I see
Ooh, okay.
a boldness elixir, a flight,
Yes.
healing, resilience, swiftness, and
Yes.
transformation elixir, but I see
Yes.
no invisibility.
So yeah, I had invisibility previously, but good news is I have, let's see, we got Kalzarath, I see Kalzarath, I see Diggy, I see Avaran, I see Calamity. So 4 potions. I am gonna hand all of these potions to you guys. These are all potions of boldness, which I'll read for you right now. The drinker can roll a d4 and add number rolled to attack roll and saving throws they make for the next minute. So I'll hand all these potions off to you guys for this upcoming battle.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in my bag right now.
Yeah. Just in case. That's kind of me being like buffing the party to the best of my ability as of right now. And then I'm gonna hit the invisibility, which is just like him snapping and doing something cool, and casting that, and
The formation.
and as I do that, I disappear, and I'm like, okay, go back down. And I go back to, and I'm gonna start heading back down and seeing what, very quietly, as quiet as
Okay.
Toddle can be, as
Oh, okay,
quiet.
just fucking running down there. Okay.
Yeah, just gonna get a- yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Before you leave,
Yes.
please. I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
I think that's on everybody, right?
Well, so from earlier in the campaign, we actually have like rings or bracelets or whatever that allow us to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, so you don't.
But
need
we forget it all the time, so cast it. We forget it all the time. Go
Okay.
ahead and cast
We
it.
do,
The
actually.
last slot at
We
second,
literally
so
forget
I'll
it.
pass
I just
Okay.
have invisibility, so I'm just like,
Well, this will make you not able to be heard coming up too.
Oh,
Yeah,
sick.
This is what is it? Oh, sorry, guys.
Plus
It's
10
like
to your
plus
stuff.
10 to yourself.
Yay. Okay. So we doing this?
It's done. It's cast.
Nice.
I
All
put
right.
my-
Well,
I put-
Toddle's already.
Tata, you see what's down there? You call right back to us, and you let us know if we need to come down there and join you.
Okay.
Okay. And as you sneak down, go ahead and roll investigations so you can get a kind of more detailed look of what's going on.
Sounds good. Sounds good. My investigation's really high too. Thank you. Oh, which is good because I rolled trash. 14.
Okay, so you do see your hound kind of snapping at a creature. It is kind of cast in shadow. This room is pretty much empty, but of course it's in the one area of the room that's just a bunch of stacked crates.
Oh.
And it's kind of fumbling behind the crates. What you can see are different kind of human body parts flailing about. It looks like this creature has a long, fleshy-looking tail, but you can't really tell what the body mass looks like.
Okay.
But you do
Rodents
hear,
of unusual size.
yeah, you do hear. It's about 20 feet tall, and it's sort of crouching to not hit the chandelier that's in the middle of the room. But you do see your hound kind of looking at you in a panic. Like
Yeah.
It doesn't like what it sees. But it does. But your hound does notice you. It looks like the creature hasn't noticed you yet.
Okay. I have passed without a trace. Does that mean I can talk without being heard?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it just muffles
it.
your footsteps.
Okay. Then okay. I'm gonna head back up. So Toddle's just like just swiftly walking, but also like Toddle carries a
Speed
lot.
walking.
Yeah, so like he's just like but I also have the flight going, so he's flying around too. So it's kind of like both. He's doing a Peloton class. Let's just say that. He's going hard. He's like, wah! And he's like out of breath all this whole time, and it's just like comes back up and reports what he saw and just like flops on the. Oh yeah, I'm invisible, so I like
And you're also exhausted because you just ran like 40 flights of stairs.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come back and say just report everything.
At least it was down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big bad down there, and it didn't notice me or the hound. And I come back up with the hound.
Okay.
So, you guys want to take this? Should we do stealth? Or should we just ignore it completely? Totally up to you. We could just go up to the library, but I'm sure it'll be a problem.
And
Well-
Chanel kind of looks around. We can trap it somehow.
I like
Oh,
that idea. 'Cause
I like
think
that
wanna
idea.
fight it.
Us.
I like that idea too.
There's a reason I love you and Citrine.
And she goes and like pats your cheeks.
I mean, I have no spells that'll do any trapping. I mean, can any of you capture some sort of creature?
One that's 20 feet tall? No, not me.
Best
I have
is
chain.
located.
I have chains. It's like
do you have
reusable rope.
Do you have a lot of chain for a
Um,
20-foot thing?
I actually don't know. I think
Okay,
it.
well,
I'm not. He's gonna be like pulling chain out and just like keeps coming. I'm like, I don't. I don't
You
know.
have it. You have enough.
Ah, cool! Yes,
Well,
there's
that's
so
demon
much.
chain, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This is like
Ooh,
special
yeah.
demon chain. So okay, I have enough. Okay, guys, I have this much chain. I'm still invisible, so it's just gonna look very strange. You guys are not gonna see it. I have this much chain. I have enough to cover the whole monster. So if we could like stun it to some degree, then I can like go around and wrap it up with my super crazy flying skills because I've been flying for the last 30 minutes.
Well, it goes against me oath to not kill a monster, but if it means capturing it, I suppose maybe that'll still be within the bounds of it. Maybe it won't piss Tiago off that much.
Okay, then let's do it.
Well, put it like this: if we could capture it, good. But if all else fails, you're probably gonna have to kill it anyway.
I like the sound of that.
I really want there's so much I can make with demon stuff. Like I'm just saying, like I have no clue what's gonna get thrown at us now. So like yeah, that'd be cool to kill it. But we could also take it
If we
hostage.
capture
Whatever.
it, you could take what you need from it while it's still alive. I've seen it
Oh
done.
my god.
So are we
Oh my
just are we just going to like run down there and be like, are we gonna like sneak down there? Or is there like a plan or anything?
Well,
Well-
since I'm
Cast the pass
invisible,
without trace. My God.
Okay, so
Yeah, I was
okay,
gonna
so
say.
we're sneaking. We're being sneaky.
let's sneak.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
sneak. That's like the best. That has worked favorably for us. We're a very loud group. Let's just go
Okay.
get it.
I'll,
Alright,
I'll,
So you know where it is?
yes, I
All
found
right.
it.
So I guess if we go as quietly as possible, try to surround it before we act.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
I like this plan. This is a good plan. Okay, let's. I guess I'll take the lead and walk us, glide us down.
I'm gonna be in the middle.
I take up the spot right behind Toddle.
Okay.
I guess I'm in the back.
You're flanking.
Oh, me and Chanel are in the back. Come on.
Okay, then I'm in front of them.
Sounds good. Chanel's gonna hang back. Actually, she's gonna try to, cause she's like, man, she's running out of spell ability pretty quickly here. So she's gonna try to finagle away to use more spells. So she's hanging in the back doing that. Toddle, as you approach, you are gonna hear that the creature, and you're like, you know, there's the corner that turns into the room. Because there's the door, there's no door, so it's an open.
Right.
And you are gonna hear the creature is slowly kind of creeping up, towards the stairwell where you guys are. And you get a closer look at it. And Avran, you're right behind Toddle, so you're gonna see it too.
Okay.
And right now it looks like it's just a mass of body parts, like the thing. And it looks like all the creatures that are attached to it are all sentient and active, but it looks like all of their mouths are sewn shut. So it's different races. It looks like there's a lot of dark elves, there's regular elves. There's like a bunch of humans too, halflings, gnomes, and they're all kind of just squished together like a big um like gum ball.
I was just about to ask the
Um,
shape of it. Yeah.
yeah, and it looks like it is rolling like a ball forward and then using its tail to kind of push itself and kind of drag whatever bodies are beneath it across the floor. It looks like a lot of the bodies are also very injured from hitting walls and going upstairs and being dragged across the floor. And it is slowly making its way towards the stairwell.
All right, fellas, don't let this thing roll over you.
Got that
I
taken
think
care
one
of.
of my buyers in the hells has a picture of something like this.
Mm.
Lovely.
Slides a camera out.
So you've worked with this before? Is that what you're saying? That
Oh
maybe...
no,
Sophie?
not me.
Dang it. Okay, well this will be fun. Who wants to go first? Who's got
You were
like a
going
good?
first.
Like
Going
I
down
can
the stairs and
thunderclap
it's
it.
moving towards the stairs, right?
Yeah, I can thunderclap it, but you guys gotta run.
I'm going to try to just... Are we in the
Oh,
room now?
wait a minute!
It's still in the stairwell, I
Okay.
think.
I have identify. Can I identify? Oh, I have to touch it. Oh, I'm invincible. Okay, can I please walk up to it and just like on its backside, like give it a little,
I want to know
It's just-
so
Yeah.
bad what this is.
yeah, so I can identify. Can I please do that?
That is such a toddle thing to do.
Yes,
I want to
you
touch
can.
the flesh monster.
Till the
Hey, you
tail
have to-
whips
you
it-
have to
whips
touch
against
it.
the wall.
You have to touch it for identify. So I'll just like.
Okay.
Are you? I could just have a dagger in there. You know, there's options, but I'll as of right now, I'll just kind of like.
Don't
just-
forget your
definitely-
giant chef sword knife thing.
Oh, I know.
It's not the smartest thing right now, but it does so you're able to sneak up to it pretty easily and touch it.
Cool.
It feels gross. It feels like sweaty flesh.
Ew.
But
Buy
you
every
notice
day.
when you touch it, it's constantly pulling and it's and like shrinking back and pulling itself. And you do identify it, and you do notice it's actually not. It's my own homebrewed creature. It's actually not a creature at all. It looks to be some sort of spell item, like an ancient item.
Ooh, you just said that to me? Okay, heck yeah. I want that item. Okay.
It's a flesh item. Interesting.
Yeah, you can roll. Anyone can roll a
I
history.
gather
check.
it's all of
Oh,
its
can I-
Okay.
Can I
Don't talk
roll?
about it,
I
it
want to
is.
roll the history check. I have
Okay.
really good history. But my rolling sucks. I got a 14 again.
I did too.
Don't
What the
remember.
heck?
Don't remember. You have that thing. You do your reaction.
I do,
because you're a
that's true.
genius.
That's true. I can do that.
Brain blast.
Should I do that
Brain-
now? Are you implying I should do that
I
now?
think you
just
should
so we
do
can...
it.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna
On
do my
GW
thing
Yeah.
too.
Okay. On GW's wishes, I will do
Brain blast.
what is it called? Flash of Genius.
Flash
And
of genius.
yeah, and that leaves me with 2 more slots for that.
So that
I
four,
got
that
+4.
14 goes to a what
18.
18, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess with reality a little bit, and I'm gonna give you another +4. So what does that bring you to?
22. 20.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. 20.
Nice.
Did I math
All
that
right.
right?
You are gonna learn all the things. So I'm very happy with this creature. But I'm happy to get to throw it to y'all so soon. It is a magic item, and it's a cursed item. So whatever creature or thing or anything that you curse with this item turns it into some sort of beast like this.
Cool.
So it is definitely a something. You don't know. It seems to be
Right.
alive because it is like walking around and shit. But it has been cursed by this item, and it's like trailing. And what it was it was created by like kind of just like messed up kind of alchemist that like, and there's a lot of drama between like
Give us all of it.
his
Give us all
his
of it.
his ex-wife like left him for this guy, so he went to a cemetery and dug up a lot of bodies and was able to construct this curse. And what it does, it sends you into unending agony. So when you're cursed, you actually don't know what's happening. and when you're out of the curse, you won't remember what you went through. But while you're in it, you were this, and it's meant to just come upon its own death. So it's meant to run into people that are scared of it, and if it kills you, then it kills you. So, and also, since you rolled a 22, if you want to extract the item for it, you can. It's hard to do, though, and no one knows how to do that.
Okay.
You might find resources in the library, but...
Yes!
But if you were to kill the thing, it would die like the creature it is now.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I am gonna take all of that information and what brain blasted into my brain upon sensing this creature, and sneakily, because I'm still not trying to be perceived, even though I'm invisible, float back up to the group, and pretty much regurgitate everything. All that information you just gave directly to everybody else.
Okay.
Wow.
And Chanel's like, damn, how did you figure all that out?
I
So, are we
sometimes can
killing
be
it?
smart.
So are we like backing up?
I want the item. I want the item. Can
you
we
want to
kill
go
it?
up to the library, or we have to kill it to get the item?
I think we should kill it, because then what I assume is we will just have the item, and then how to use it is what we have to go back up to the library for.
You
I
have to
see.
extract it. It's being used right now. If you kill it, it would just die with the creature.
Oh.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
totally do have to capture it. Okay, cool. Never mind. No, we're capturing it. We do not kill. We have to stun this thing, because I have to extract it in order for us to use it, so. And I think this is
Look at that.
And I would really like to use it. Please, can we please use this?
I'm gonna hop off someone's shoulder. It's either Avaran or what's your
You're up there
name?
somewhere.
You're on Avaran, yeah.
One of the
You're
tall
on-
ones.
yeah.
One of the tall ones.
One of the
And
not
I'm gonna like look up at Toddle, and my ears are gonna shoot up, and my eyes are gonna be full up with like inspiration and false hope. And I'm gonna say, Toddle, if you need that, then we'll get that. And
I think
that's
it'll be
that.
beneficial.
Listen to the bunny making promises.
But, Total, I tell you, if it comes to between this item and one of our lives, I'm gonna kill that fucking thing.
I agree. I think I would agree with that. I don't value this item more than you guys.
Toddle. If
All
we-
right, I thought maybe it had possessed you or something.
Well,
No.
Well, Toddle. If we successfully extract the item from it, will it like just not be alive anymore? Will it just like turn back into different pieces, and it won't be harmful at all?
Don't know about that. Don't know enough about
Okay.
this to know about that.
Well-
But
Could happen.
yeah. I say we try to figure it out, though, because this could be useful for us. As much as we already have like armies and companions and such, but we can always use more.
Okay, so I'm at this
And
point. Oh, go ahead.
If you extract it, can you make more of them?
That's what I want to find out, because I think that would be beneficial.
I don't think I know a couple people who would buy them.
And
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot my huge eyes up at Kalzarath and be like,
Okay, what's the plan?
Well, we're not going down there. I know that. So there's only one other option: is to go back up.
Well, no. We have to figure out how to trap this thing and get the item from it. You know how to get items from
Yeah,
things.
aren't you like a hire for what is it? A hire?
Okay.
A thief,
Let's
a soul
make this.
thief.
Let's make this. I extract and steal souls from things I kill, and sell it to the highest bidder.
But you can also use that and not kill people, right? You know how to steal stuff.
Every
Right?
character of his is just about the money.
It's all about the money.
Money.
Well, I don't know if this is an item. Well, it's an item, but it's a cursed item.
Uh huh.
So, and it's transforming things in there. So unless we could like find the item, like I don't know how I'm gonna extract it.
Well, if you find it, I know how to get it without touching it.
Wait, for real?
Uh huh. I just have to see it.
Well, in that case, I guess we have. huh.
Nothing.
Well,
So
in
do we
that
have
case,
to, do we have to cut it open then for
yeah,
you
I'm
to
like,
see it?
in that case, do we just like cut it open and you yank it out?
Yeah, just show it to me, and I'd be like, oh, I want that thing, and then. Okay.
That's a bloody great big creature though. Do we know where it is in it?
No.
We could be attacking what is its head and it's actually in its arse.
Yeah.
At this, the second Avaran says that, I like kind of gasp and I like reach behind me and very cartoonishly pull out this hellish onyx black mask. And I'm gonna put the mask of seeing to my face and look at this fleshy abomination. Can I see the magic within it?
That's messed up with that
Ooh.
blackface thing.
You can.
Wow.
Well, I am a black rabbit, so I guess it's fine.
I mean,
Oh no.
Don't cancel us.
G.W. Jolson.
Oh my god. But yeah, so like I look at it.
Okay, you do see it actually, and it's dead center of the monster.
Right, so it's
You
just
actually-
a fleshy ball with a thing in the center and a weird tail.
Yeah.
Okay. It's right in the middle. It's like right in the heart of the monster.
so that's a lot of carving then.
Because we said it was how big?
20,
20 feet tall.
and it's a ball. So,
Ball
So-
of flesh.
So basically, we had to cut through 10 feet of flesh just to get to the center of it.
yeah.
How
Is
many
there
licks does it
like a
take?
mouth that someone can go through?
Ooh, am I small enough?
Drax the Destroyer style?
Yeah, right.
And while you all are discussing what to do, this creature, you're gonna see one of the human-like hands sort of almost as if it's like glitching out, and its knuckles are gonna be cracking as it reaches its hand around the corner of the stairwell and drags itself into it. And at this point, it's almost gonna block the door entirely and block
Hands
everybody
up.
in. And you're gonna see just a couple of faces all looking at you. Eyes kind of bloodshot, some eyes glazed over, all mouth sewn together with black thread. And it's gonna see you. So
Is
everyone
there
roll
any
for
place-
initiative.
Oh,
there's no place for
Yeah.
I was gonna say, no place for me to hide.
While you're all just chatting Kathy, this thing is just like, meh.
Yeah. What can I say? We're
Yep.
yappers.
Why are we so yappy? Do I have
17.
advantage on this? It's been a while.
18.
I don't.
18, you said?
Actually, let's see.
I have my number.
No.
Let me know when you're
I
ready.
know I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh, you did?
Of course he
Alright,
did. That's why
You're
Yo.
up for Averance first.
I mean, I got to get at least one every episode.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm
every
switching my dice.
every 30 minutes even.
Anyone get a dirty 20?
So
A nine-
dirty.
A 19?
No.
18?
Yeah.
Oh.
My other roll was an 18.
17?
Yeah.
Chanel as well. Chanel,
I'm dice jailing my dice and
Diggy,
swapping.
and then Chanel. 16? 15?
Me. Calamity.
I like that
That's
calamity.
everyone, right?
No, that's not me. I am 8.
Oh, you're 8? Okay. Well, you're going after the creature.
Yeah.
What about the hound? Does it get an initiative?
Oh, it totally does. Yeah, the hound
Oh.
is with
On her
us.
turn,
The hound can
on
fight?
Toddle's turn, I thought.
Roll hound initiative. Or do you
Yeah,
want to
or-
roll
I think it
initiative
goes dir-
for it? Or do
I
you
think
want it
it
to go
goes.
after you?
Yeah, I think it goes directly after.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Okie doke. Avran, you are second in the marching order. Anyway, you do notice this thing see you, and you are gonna see, there's gonna be one kind of face that sort of appears, and once it notices you, the whole thing is gonna sort of tighten up. So instead of it being really blocky, imagine a bunch of muscles just like flexing. So it's gonna stand at its full 20 feet. You're gonna see one of the faces looks to be the face of an elven woman. um, two fingers are gonna kind of sort of weasel its way out of the two of the threads that are sewing her mouth shut,
Oh.
and you're gonna
Ew.
see two hands kind of appear through her mouth and just break her jaw open and pull her apart.
Oh.
You watched Smile, didn't you?
Yeah. And as she pulls it apart, you're gonna see just like a hole and just rows and rows of sharp teeth. What are you gonna do?
Like
Crap.
literally just like and hurl a firebolt right down its throat.
Nice. I rolled a hit.
I will do this.
I-
Oh, natural 1.
Oh, really?
You
Yeah.
shot yourself in the foot.
Hang on, wait.
As you hit it, it's gonna actually catch some of the creature on fire. It is fire immune anyway. But it's also gonna set fire to part of the stairwell. So
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
there we go.
Someone just gave me an auto crit, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Wow.
I see how it is.
And I mean, and Father Tig gave me something, but I don't know what. It just says
He gave
some-
you one
Wait,
luck and one inspiration.
Oh, excellent.
I thought the auto. Well, never mind.
Okay, so you freaking auto crit, my dude.
Hooray!
Yay!
So normally a firebolt is 3d10. Is I take the total and double it?
You can do that, or you can roll for it twice. It's up to you.
Oh, it's easier to do the math when I roll it and double it.
Okay.
Remember, we're not trying to kill it. We're just trying to carve it open so we can get the thing.
All right.
But I'd rather see.
So. 25.
No, I need to use it.
That is. I mean, come on. This thing just opened up like a gigantic maw. And
The fucking thing is
it was
good.
reactive.
Go for it. Go, yeah, you
Anyway.
know, you do. I
So
got it.
25 times 2 is 50 fire damage right down the throat.
Oh my god. Okay.
Spicy.
But it's immune to fire, right?
Oh, it is.
So, so it's just nothing.
Nothing happens.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that.
I forgot that too. Thank you.
Well then, fuck. That auto crit was useless.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I did say, because it was my mistake, I didn't remind you. You can use the auto crit for your next turn.
I
Sound
will.
good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was partially my bad. Okay, is that in your turn?
Let's see. I don't get extra attack if I use magical attack. Let's see. I don't think. Let's see. I guess with my bonus action, I'm gonna do a shield master. So is this? It would count as a large creature, right?
Yeah.
I think I can still shove large. I just can't shove larger than that.
Okay.
And so, let me go back to it. God, it's been so long since I've used it.
Welcome to my life.
All right, shield master shove. Take an action. Which you can use a bonus action to try and shove it within 5 feet. Yeah, so I'm just trying to shove the thing over. Doesn't really say in the description what it has to like beat. Is it a? I don't know.
You want a strength check against me?
Sure.
You'll still shove it
That'd be
over, but we'll
bro.
see how much. All right.
All right, strength
Oh.
check.
Me, dude.
Come at me.
I'm pretty strong, so like I rolled a 12, but I have a plus 10.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
No,
you're
excuse me,
very-
that's a saving throw. That's a saving throw. So it's a 14 total.
That's still. I got a natural 1.
Oh.
So when you shove it,
Ooh.
it does lose balance. It is still holding onto the corner, but you shove it and it topples over against the wall on the inside. I would say it's shoved like 10 to 15 feet because it's still holding on.
Okay. And
But
then
it
what?
is prone.
Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then you said what part of the stairwell is on fire now? Is it like the railing or the steps?
The steps on the ground, but it's climbing
Oh.
up the walls.
Gotcha. And how far up the steps are we? I'm just trying to plan my movement.
You're at the bottom, right at the bottom, so maybe
Oh, okay.
you're like 4 steps up.
All right, then I'll kind of go around Toddle and just try to give myself better position around the side of the fallen creature.
To this side.
And my turn's over.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw a little diagram for myself Okay, Kalsarath, you're up. He was
Okay.
just this creature was just trying to roar all intimidatingly, but was just shoved to the side.
So it's considered prone now.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Yeah,
Advantage
no.
on attack rolls, yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to run towards it with my trusty rapier,
Nice. Okay.
and I'm going to take my first swing at it.
Okay.
Oh, so close. That's a 19 plus.
That hits.
Yeah. Well, let me just roll the next one as well. Then the other one is 27 to hit.
Yeah.
So for the first one, 1d8. Come on. Ooh, yay! 6. Plus 6 is 12, and then my sneak attack damage. Oh, those are nice. 12, 10, 22, 26 points of sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
And then the damage on the next hit is a 7. Huh?
Sorry, I'm getting my calculator out.
Yeah. Then my next hit is a 7 plus 6, so that's 13.
Okay.
And how much feet did how much movement speed did I use to get to it? Because I know we pushed it 10 feet away from us.
Yeah, I would say about 10 feet.
10 feet?
15.
To hop over the fire.
Okay. Now I'm going to spend a key point, and as my bonus action, I'm gonna punch it in the ribs, I guess, the equivalent, and try to get a stunning strike.
Ooh.
Ding ding.
Rolled a hit.
Ding, ding.
Bells ring.
Trying to remember where my stunning strike is on here. But first, let me see if I hit.
Completely forgot that Kalsarath was part monk.
Yeah.
Right?
But all badass.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is another 10 points of damage.
And it is stunned.
Yeah, you just had to make a con save of 18. And if you fail, it's stunned.
It failed.
Yay! Then I'm gonna back up.
So the creature is stunned and on the ground prone. I'm gonna use different dice because what the fuck?
Yeah, I had to switch dice too.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up the rest of my feet, which is 35.
Back into the stairwell or into the room?
Ooh, probably into the room.
Okay. Okay, Diggy, you're up. Creature
Alright.
is stunned, toppled on its side, on the ground.
As,
Avran and Kalsarath are inside the room.
18 to hit.
That hits.
That's a sharpshooter attack with this beautiful, I mean, this crossbow is just impressive looking. And it is force damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it will be, oh man, 19 points of force damage. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
no, I take that back. I believe it's a certain, what is it, how many of the force? Let's say, okay, so we'll say it's 10 points of piercing with 9 points of force.
Got it.
And I will attack again.
Nice, Diggy, Diggy.
That is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. Same thing, except let's see how much it is this time. It'll be 6 points of force with 10 points of piercing.
Dang.
As the bonus, I'll use the hide action and basically sort of well, it is called vanish, and back up the stairs a little bit to not take too much damage because I can't be bothered. And that is my turn. Thank you.
All right. Chanel is gonna step forward. She's gonna assess the situation here. She's gonna kind of look at Toddle and kind of try to dig through her pocket. She doesn't really have anything sharp. She is going to.
I can loan her a dagger. Can I see her like searching for something, and I'm just like, I'm like invisible, but I kind of like scooch over and I see that, and I just like drop a dagger, and it becomes uninvisible.
No, not in that
Dang
turn.
it! Okay.
But I'm gonna say, shoot, what's she gonna do? You know what? She is go. All right, fuck it. It's a last-ditch effort. She's thinking, well, she's with her friends, so she's just gonna use what's left of her spell slots or her spell power to materialize her scythe. And she's actually gonna just slowly stick it into this creature's mouth, and she's gonna try to gash it open to the side.
And it's stunned.
Yeah. So, with advantage. Oh fuck, it doesn't work. Well, she's gonna just leave her scythe there to kind of like hold the mouth open so someone can like hopefully look inside. That's gonna end her turn. She's gonna prepare a shocking grasp cantrip in case it tries to attack her. Calamity, you're up.
Okay, Calamity
Stop it.
knows what we were told, and he sees kind of like everyone going a little bit to him, and he gets kind of nervous, and he's like,
Oh, wait, oh, don't kill it, please don't kill it, don't kill it, we need, don't kill it, guys, easy, easy.
and as he keeps saying that, his fur is like sparking with that, you know, kind of like that purple glitter, and the room starts to go dark and darker and darker. And as the room goes dark, the creature begins to also change in color as well to a deeper gray, almost a black, and it will regain 18 points of HP. As I'm just like,
Okay.
Don't kill it, guys, don't kill it, we need it alive, don't kill it, please, please.
and let's see, for a bonus, is there anything bonus wise I can do? I don't think so. Nothing comes to mind. But I will roll the D. Oh shit. Well,
Oh,
fuck!
no.
I wasn't quick enough. I wasn't quick enough.
Oh my
We
gosh.
missed this.
Father Tig.
I panicked.
Father Tig.
And bad luck blitz. I was trying to do it so quick.
Oh shit.
Who's gonna be? Mackenzie,
Hi.
please roll a D100 for me.
Yes, sir.
Twice. Roll it twice.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
I was trying to be so fast.
Nah, there's no such thing. We're too chaotic in this
Don't you go
channel.
bad luck, Blitz.
Okay, first one is 47.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is 56.
Oh God, no. Okay, we're not doing 56. We can't do 56 right now. Not that
Okay.
one. Okay. Okay, so. Okay, so out of the darkness of this room that just transitioned to black comes this weird creature on all four limbs, yet each limb, it looks like a hoof, but there's also like fat baby fingers, and this creature is very gaunt, bony, and gray with multiple red eyes on its face. And it's breathing kind of like this noxious purple black fumes, and there is this long, sharp, black, gnarled horn at the top of its head as this eldritch beast appears. DM, you control this eldritch beast. It has the stat block of a unicorn.
Oh.
Well, I would
Is he on your side or my side?
You decide. You control it. You do.
Wow.
It does what you wish.
Well, 56 must have been terrible if that's the better
It was
option.
really bad. It would have really fucked me up. It would have 100% fucked me up.
Would have fucked you up. Gotcha.
So yeah, so that creature is on the field now, and you can play with it as you wish. And that's
Nice.
my turn. I look at the abomination that just walked out of the shadows. I'm just like, I scream. That's my turn.
Well,
done.
I'm gonna put the unicorn in initiative for shits and giggles.
Yay.
So it's gonna go right after the creature. Wonderful. Okay, Flamey, that ends your turn. It's the creature's turn next. It is stunned. And right now it can't do any. Hold on. This character, is there anything I can do? Come on. Ah.
I don't think so if it's done until the end of my next
I
turn.
know, I'm trying to see if it has anything up its many sleeves. It has nothing. It's literally just sitting there, farting. Okay, it does nothing. It sits there.
Let's carve this meatball up.
And it's the unicorn's turn. The unicorn is going to be a little stunned. It's going to look around. It's going to huff a little bit and pace kind of away from the chaos towards the other side of the room, and it's going to start grooming the back of its mane. Nothing's threatening it right now, so it's going to be chilling. It does take a fat shit in the middle of the floor from the excitement. But it smells like cotton candy.
Well, okay, so remember that even
It's
though
Eldritch Unicorn.
yes.
Okay, so it smells like death. Got it. Sulfuric poop. Okay.
Like it's eating Taco Bell for a week straight.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Oh
It's pretty
god.
If you're within 5 feet of it, you have to roll with disadvantage for anything. Toddle, you're up next.
Yippee! Okay, so mouth is open of the beast. So am I right that the last person that did something made the mouth open? So I could go in and try to investigate where this creature.
You can. It's totally stunned. It's beaten up.
Yes.
Chanel has its jaw agape because it did open its mouth to like attack, but
Okay.
she's using her scythe to hold the mouth open.
Could I guess, okay, this is a little homebrewy. I don't know if this is something that actually happens in D&D. Can I take my chains, my demon chains that are really long and are basically like my crazy rope, and start wrapping it around the beast in order to grapple it? So it's already stunned, but I want to like grapple it. I want to make sure it's...
Absolutely. And the grapple will succeed because it's stunned. I would say yeah, you can chain it up.
Okay. So we at least have it chained now. It's not an aberration or anything, so it's not like gonna like phase out of it or anything. So
Yeah.
that'll, I guess, is that like my action? Is that I do that? I don't really think
that is an action.
Yeah, so I guess bonus will be, let's see. I don't know if I have anything for a bonus action at this time. I guess the only thing I would want to do as a bonus action is sit and try. Can I kind of like put myself? Can I use walking distance to put myself? So I'm already close to the objects. I wrapped it up. Can I sort of start investigating like into the mouth? Like this will be very interesting, but I'm invisible, so it can't see me anyway. So investigating and trying to look for like any opening or weakness, you know, like like we're playing like Shadow of the Colossus, and there's the
Where's the glowy spot?
where's the glowy spot? That's what I'm
Yes.
doing, and I can roll for it too. I can roll for the
That
glowy spot.
that's an action. I say with a
Okay.
bonus action, you can get in a position to do
I'll get
that
I'll
or
get in
assist
position.
the next person.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, DM. DM is lovely. Thank you.
And then what about your hound? What do you want your hound to do?
Oh, the hound can go in. Why don't we do that? He's like so much better. The hound can go in. So
Okay.
I will take the hound and I will summon him. He's already in a summonable conglomeration of creatures, so it'll be fine if he gets accidentally swallowed, because poof, he can just poof. So the hound I'll send. So Tuttle,
Fetch.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, literally, fetch. Go see what you can see inside there. And the hound, I assume, will be hesitant and will just take a step back and
So we did have a question in the chat. Tig says, "Does this thing have a gag reflex with Tuttle hopping in its mouth?"
It does not. It does not.
Wow.
That's a
Good
well
luck.
trammed.
Wow. Talent.
Ghost dog.
Talent.
Wow.
Gave it to Owen Wilson. I like it. Wow.
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 Wow. Okay, so
But-
Hound is in. Hound is
Hound-
using basically movement speed to go in and investigate.
Yeah, Hound does see it's just a pile of flesh. It does kind of use its paws to like kind of dig through and scrape up a little of the flesh, which does some damage. I'll say like 5 points of damage.
This is a horror campaign. This is a
I
true
know.
horror campaign now.
But definitely in the very back of the throat, there is like an object, and it seems to be like almost like a
Uvula.
cylinder shape.
Ooh.
A cylinder shape. Okay.
But it's
Dangling
still,
back
yeah, it's still behind a big solid like prime rib, thick size meat.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
forgot. Can
Big-
the
big
there.
thing
dog?
of
This thing's
muscle.
getting more appealing by the moment.
Yeah. I'm looking. I can't remember if the creature can communicate with me or not. It barks. Okay, so I guess not. I would assume.
Chanel,
it
come our
barks.
chef.
Yeah. No. I'm like, okay, so it has the ability to bark, so I will take the barking. So, okay, dog's barking, and that is gonna be me sensing, like,
Yeah, he
okay,
can probably hold its place there for now.
yeah,
Or
I
do you
say
want
hold.
to get out of its mouth?
No, let's hold, let's hold.
Okay. Well, I'll say that ends Hound's turn. We're actually gonna go ahead and take our break
Oh.
there, and then start at the top of the. So we're leaving off. Hound is in the mouth. Seems to found an object in the back of the throat. Everyone else seems to be unharmed for now. And there's a unicorn in the room, so that's cool. Yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. 10 minutes. We'll be back. Bye. We'll be right back. Break time. Bye.
Oh my girl.
Hello, we are back. Welcome back. Hope everyone grabbed a snack or a refreshment of some kind, or went to the bathroom, something. But yeah, we are in the middle of battle at the moment. We are battling our cursed item creature, trying to find out the source of this item that is cursed. And we are at the top of the round. So,
Our
We,
artificer just went to go pick up a friend,
Yes.
by the way. So just letting y'all know that.
yes, Toddle probably won't make it until maybe the very end of the stream. We'll see. But yeah, Toddle will be RB, and we will
Autopilot.
definitely see. We'll definitely see Mackenzie next week for sure.
Auto pilot.
Toddle pilot.
Oh God. Here we go.
All right, Avran, what you gonna do?
So, if I followed correctly, the dog communicated to Toddle that it felt some kind of cylindrical thing down the throat. Should we assume that Toddle communicated that to us, or is that something?
I
that-
would say you would also see, like, you would hear it barking and look like it's in the mouth, fiddling with something.
All right. I'm going to take a very risky move here.
Ooh.
I'm going to take my dagger of warning out, and I'm going to jump into the mouth to get to that, back of the throat and start cutting at the flesh that was around the cylinder.
Okay, great.
I'm standing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll just dagger damage, just to have damage done. But
Well, but I mean, all the teeth he's lying across.
Well, I got
yeah,
armor.
if in the very back, it's soft there.
All right, so that's 1d4. Well, hold on, I gotta roll for the damage.
Me and my toddle dog just hanging out.
And roll a dexterity.
Ooh. Okay. Dex saving throw or dex check?
Dex check.
All right. Let's see. That's a nat 1 on the dex check.
Wow, that
sloppy
never
job.
happens to you nearly.
Hey, with great success sometimes comes great failure. But on the attack, it was a crit.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you
I'm-
definitely slice it the fuck open, but you do a sloppy job, so it does affect. The creature is actually gonna half its health at this point, since it's now partially severed from its item. You're gonna notice the creature sort of like crumple, start to crumple.
Okay.
But you see the item exposed. It looks to be like a really small scroll of some kind, like just a metal container for a scroll.
Okay. You said it's partially exposed, so I would still
Yeah,
need to
so
keep.
half of it's still like attached to the flesh.
Well, I have an extra attack, and so I will use that
Okay,
to like cut the rest of it free. Hopefully.
do it. Just deck. It's already
Oh.
grown and everything, so it probably will succeed. Just do another dex check for that one.
Oh, all right. Can I use the rolls I just rolled?
Yes.
Because they were both 17. Although I guess
Nice.
I was rolling for damage, which I have advantage on. But I guess that's a dex check, so 17 plus 2 is 19.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, Afran, you actually successfully extract it from the flesh of the monster. And you're gonna notice you and the hound are gonna just drop and like hit the floor, because the rest of the monster are just gonna sort of melt away. It's gonna look like kind of fleshy soup for a while, but it's eventually gonna look like it's soaking into the floor, and then but there's gonna be no residue. It just disappears that way.
Is there residue on me?
A little bit of there's a little blood on you from
Ah.
the creature,
Uh,
and the hound's paws are all gross.
Well,
She's out.
And that ends initiative.
do you know someone that does laundry?
Chanel's like, I do.
I'll talk to you later. I got it.
Yes. And I'm as I look at it, I just see like a cylindrical scroll holder.
The little like brass, just cylinder, empty cylinder.
Okay. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna be like, I want that. And as I say that, it's gonna cover in black, and it's
Okay.
going to lift up out of Avaran's hands, and it's going to fly to me.
Okay. Toddle's gonna kind of like cheer with the Mackenzie enthusiasm and like clap his hands. He is gonna do a couple sketches of it, take a look at it first, but then it floats towards you. You have it on hand.
No, nope, not on hand. It's just
Not on hand.
it's just floating, in like
Okay.
this kind of it's not even really an aura. It's just like a shadow over it, and it's just floating. No one's touching
Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
it. All right.
Well, not to cut the celebration short, but I would imagine all of the commotion we've been making is probably going to attract attention, so let's book it up to the library.
I want to do a religious check on the Eldritch Unicorn.
Yeah. Wait, let me look at it.
If I could also get a unicorn
Oh my god.
as a
my
mount,
God.
I will. guys. I have a bike, but I can also deal with the Eldritch looking unicorn.
Yeah, roll it.
Remember what Tom Cruise said, it's not good to touch a unicorn.
I rolled a 15.
A 15? Yeah. I mean, it looks like it is a neutral creature. Doesn't really represent anything. I do have unicorns in my game, and I don't have one like this though. So this looks to be created entirely from whatever cavern Calamity holds. So as far as its religious status, you don't actually, I don't think you know of it. Definitely the Zero God. But
Okay.
that's about it. I mean, it's kind of neutral. Like hard, lawful neutral.
Because I don't have any food, I'm going to offer it a potion of healing to try to coax it towards me.
Oh, I'm gonna see if it does. Hang on.
Yes,
Yeah.
I wanted.
Yeah, it's shiny. It's gonna use its like little horse lips and just kind of like check it out.
Ew.
Will it let me pet?
You
Weird-looking
can try.
unicorn.
Yeah, well, roll animal handling.
Handle that.
This is your fault, Calamity. Rolled a 16.
Yeah, it likes that. It'll take your
Taco
pets.
Bell.
Yeah, it likes it.
And I'm gonna
It
try
has-
to. I'm gonna
it
try
has-
to coax it to follow us. That's all.
Nice. And it does. It likes you, and it also doesn't know where it's at, so it's gonna follow you.
When you pet it, it has extremely dry, flaky skin, and it's very gaunt and bony.
Eh.
Oh yeah, you're
That
from
was worse.
hell. Yeah,
Oh, you're from hell.
yeah. So
That
as
describes my ex.
That's my jam.
so as this this item is floating, I'm gonna like look at Everin. Should I just keep it like this, or should I just like I put it in the bag? I feel like we shouldn't touch it.
Averin's already running up the stairs.
Oh, okay. I'm just
Everyone's out.
Okay, I'm gonna like run, like hop after him. I'm just gonna like slip it in my bag. Just,
Okay. And Avrian touched it and was fine, so FYI. So everyone's running up. Toddle is gonna collect the demon chains, like, and roll it back into the bag of holding, and Hound is gonna come flank everybody. And you guys are gonna start making your way downtown, walking fast. Go.
And
I'm
homebound.
just gonna keep on doing random animal handling checks to try to coax this thing
Yeah.
to liking me more.
It's taking its time though. Like once in a while it'll kind of like run up and catch up, and they'll kind of slow down, then run up and catch up. Yeah. So as you're ascending, what do you guys talk about? What you doing? What's the marching order? Avran's first. Chanel's probably behind Avran.
I'm behind Chanel.
Okay.
I'm probably last because I'm trying to train
You're training a unicorn.
a unicorn.
Right, so I'll be in front of him,
Okay.
towards the back.
Okay. All right.
I'm calling
And-
back to. Well, I'll call back to Toddle to ask how many floors up we have to go to get to the library.
And
You
she yells out about 65 floors.
Fuck me. All right.
Who
Maybe.
said today was Stairmaster Leg Day?
It is Stairmaster leg day.
Oh, don't.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't even, because
And-
I helped Darian move the other day, and my legs are still killing me.
Yeah.
Chanel is actually gonna, cause she is still suffering 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh.
So
Is she a small?
She's
medium?
like 5'9".
Oh,
Would that be
all right.
John?
Darling.
No, that's not small.
Because she's gonna try to also make friends with the unicorn, see if the unicorn will let her ride it. She's
That's
gonna roll
easier than
animal-
me doing a piggyback.
Yeah.
This is definitely going a different direction than I thought it was.
Well, she tries animal handling, and she rolled a 3 plus. So she rolled very low.
Oh,
and
it
the
hates
unicorn's
her.
gonna. Yeah, the unicorn's gonna ignore the fuck out of
Gores
her.
her. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, can I roll a persuasion check to try to keep the unicorn from running off and getting too mad at it?
Arrested, have we?
Well, it's in a small space. I think you're good until it has an opportunity to escape.
Well, I'm trying to persuade it to stay with us.
Oh yeah, do it.
So would it be animal handling or persuasion?
Persuasion. Beerus, calm down, bud.
So, unicorn, you should really follow us up these stairs.
26.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
rolled a 19. and I have
Y-
+7. So
It keeps up, stays with you.
All right. Since Chanel had such bad luck, getting the unicorn on her side, I offer, Chanel, dear, would you like to ride on me back, piggyback style?
And she is reluctant. And she's actually she's reluctant. She's gonna do it though. So go ahead and roll us. She's gonna wait. She has a spell. wonder if, like,
Can I? Can I
No,
do
she
speak
can't
with
use it.
animals?
You can.
I don't know
Try
if
to
it's
talk to
considered an
the-
animal.
No, I
the
wait.
unicorn.
Mm,
I thought a unicorn was like. I think this would be like technically an aberration.
I was
Yeah.
gonna summon the Drake I have, but unfortunately I already used that, and so I have to wait for the long rest. Otherwise, I would have had the Drake carrier around. But if I could speak with animals to the unicorny thing and say, "Please, just let her ride."
I don't think it'll understand you.
Really? Okay.
Well,
So I
it's
cast
like-
it anyway, though, and
it's
it
an
doesn't
app-
work.
it's a unicorn though. It's materialized. I'm gonna say it like somewhat understands you. So I say you do like hand gestures, unicorn
Yes.
language.
Her on your back. Can we do this?
Let's see if it wants to or not. That's a natural 20, so yeah, it will.
Hey.
All right.
It's like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, fuck, man. And it is
Fucking
gonna
pestering me.
it's gonna look at Kalsarath with a little bit of disdain though. It's like, but yeah, she's gonna climb on it cautiously. It's and it's not gonna
Thank
and it's just
you.
gonna start walking, and she almost falls off, but she saves herself.
I don't know if it'll understand me, but in Abyssal, I'll just say it's okay. I'm here as well. Because I assume it's not gonna know Common Infernal or something,
Thank you, horsey.
and it
Thank
definitely won't know Thieves Can't.
All right, and you are moving up. Toddle still has the potion in effect. And
Wow, yeah.
it's not sensing anything of imminent danger, and Toddle didn't run into anything really at all on the way down. But there's no way to know what's going outside, or at the base floor. So Toddle's gonna suggest we pick up speed.
Well, that's a great idea. Do you just tell me where to stop going up, and I'll keep leading the way.
Hop, 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 hop.
And Toddle's gonna say, "Well, you'll know when you hit it."
Hit it. That's a weird turn of phrase, but okay.
And yeah, some time goes past. Everyone roll a strength check to see how you're doing.
Strength check.
Oh, right.
10.
10, okay.
17.
17. I said anything below a 10, let me know.
I'm pretty sure I got below a 10. This is strength. I got a 6.
A 6, okay. And Chanel's on the horse. Okay, you're gonna get real tired. It's gonna be
You got little
your
legs.
your movement speed is gonna be cut down by 5 feet for now.
Snyder. I'm actually gonna hop in your hood, like right behind your head, like and just kind of like stick my feet out the back, like ugh.
Like a Joey and a mama kangaroo.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Just give me a minute. Okay.
and just to kind of fast forward and not take too much time on the ascent here, Avran's leading everybody. So Avran, you're gonna run into what looks to be the end of the stairwell. For a while, for about almost 1.5 floors, it's just been kind of you walking into what looks like open space, and you're gonna be a little bit confused. Toddle's gonna kind of usher you to keep going. Just keep going, and just look down when you get to the top. And you're gonna walk up to the very top, and if you look down, you're gonna see what looks like no floor at all. It's like the whole place sort of changed shape, and it's just gonna look like a deep well or cavern that just falls forever.
Right.
Perfect place for a handrail.
And where the fuck do we go now?
And Toddle's gonna gesture to just jump down.
Insight check.
Yeah, insight check.
Someone's cursed.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait a minute now.
I want that clipped.
23.
16.
23. Oh, okay.
I got a total of 13.
Yeah, I mean, Toddle's telling the truth. Toddle just kind of shrugs, and Toddle like, okay, fine, just watch me, watch my lead. And Toddle's gonna kind of like shove past everyone and go to the top of the stairwell and do like kind of almost like off of a diving board, a perfect spin and dive. And you're gonna see her almost break the surface. It looks like breaking the surface of water, but the water is kind of, it almost looks like cellophane. Kind of, you see the ripples as he kind of breaks the surface,
What
but
is that, like
Toddle
a pudding
disappears
skin?
from sight. Kind of. But
Ew.
Toddle disappears from sight. And the hound is gonna dive in after him.
Magic.
All right, here we
Amazing,
go.
Like we've never seen that before.
And I jump in after.
As you jump in, I leave 2 pellets behind. I'm scared.
And you do notice Avran disappear, break the surface as well. Who's up next?
Oh, I guess that's me then.
Chanel gets off of the unicorn and kind of runs up and like holds your hand.
Let's
And
go,
wants to-
darling.
And jumps in at the same time with you. And they both go through. And so
Ah.
Kalzarath, the unicorn, and Calamity are next.
Oh, I was still on Everen's shoulder.
Oh,
so
you're
we
on
both-
Everin.
Yeah. That's why
Oh,
I
yeah,
said
yeah.
I leave 2 pellets behind.
Oh, okay. So Kalzarath, the unicorn is really reluctant. It's a little scared to go forward.
Really,
It'll
a
be better than
magical
being-
creature can handle magic.
I'm gonna. I don't know if it understands me, but in Abyss, I'm like, it's better than being bored. And let's see. I'm trying to think of what I could do.
I like how when you poop out a creature and just like just, everyone loves it. Like, you know what? I want you to say
It's a unicorn.
it's a random pooped out creature.
That's unicorn.
I'm gonna take a piece of string
Okay.
and tie it around. I'm gonna start. I have so many. I'm good. I'm gonna tie it around a soul coin,
Okay.
and then I'm going to tie it again around the unicorn, so it has like a little medallion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna and then I'm gonna do the same thing, put it on around my neck, and then I'm like, and then coax it towards us, towards the
Okay.
thing.
It's gonna be reluctant. Let's see if it works. Hold on. Yeah, fuck. Alright. Well, yeah. I mean, he trots forward and kind of looks down and then kind of like starts to kind of rear back a little bit.
Then I'm gonna go right at the edge and just.
Fall back.
Huh?
Okay. Alright, so you fall into this water looking magic veil thing. And you notice the whole place, similar like Alice in Wonderland, but less clocks and well, I guess a rabbit's in there. This whole tunnel, it's like a tunnel that sort of forms around you, and you see just bricks from the walls of this spire kind of like move faster, but sort of change its shape and warp. You feel really light. You feel your stomach kind of rise up, like you are falling. But you also are standing still at the same time. It's really odd feeling. But you do find yourself, start to visualize a room coming together. You see what looks to be just almost beams of light sort of form into like solid figures, and they start to form shelves and books and railings. You start to look at your feet, and the patterns below you, which were also like forms of light kind of shooting past, start to come together and form different shapes and paisley kind of shapes. And then you find yourself standing on a soft rug, and you find yourself in the middle of this giant library. Almost, it's hard to count how many stories tall. It seems that these walls kind of go on forever. The room is huge. There's random creatures kind of flying about. There's like little dragons that are just made of coins kind of flying around, checking you out as you enter and flying past. There are many owls on specifically one section of the library, kind of like on the 5th or 6th floor, kind of all turning towards you and kind of hooting and like communicating with amongst themselves. But as far as like creatures like you, humanoid creatures, the only one you see is Citri sitting at a desk with a huge book in front of her as she's reading through it. And she flips out. She looks like shit, and she's not happy about it. Her hair is a hot mess. Her outfit is torn to shit. She had some time to sew up a little bit, and looks like she found some really beautiful red robes, like, in a closet somewhere. And she runs up, like, immediately sobbing, and just, like, falls into you and Snell's arms and just is weeping. You don't know what I just been through!
Did the unicorn show up?
You wait a minute, Calshath, as you turn around, you see and you hear some hooves kind of beat the ground as well, and unicorn fucking showed up. But it showed up. It's immediately afraid. It does like neigh, and rear back and sort of take a few steps back and sort of panic runs towards the back of the library.
I'm gonna yell out an abyssal, and hopefully it will realize it's me and calm down.
Yeah, it's still running, and the library goes on for a long time, so you're gonna hear it. Just
in that case, I'm going to. Yeah, I could. Let's see. I'm gonna chase after it because I have 45, 90, 35 in a round.
Okay.
I can just picture these little coin dragons going shh.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, if I spend the action, then dash, then bonus action. Yeah.
You're gonna run after it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as Kalsarath is chasing after this poor creature that is trying to, because it eventually reaches like a couple of shelves that sort of turn. It doesn't want to turn down that narrow hallway, so it kind of comes back and is like freaking out. But you do see other creatures just like, oh, and sort of like gravitate towards it. There's like little fluffy, almost fey-looking creatures, which I don't think any of you have ever seen. They're like, look like little puffy pink balls with like little tiny ears and a tail, and they seem to just kind of slowly float together in a group towards the back where the unicorn is because they're interested in it. And Toddle just kind of like, ta-da, well, I'll show you around. And Toddle shows you not much because Toddle wasn't there for long, and was like, oh, here's some books over there, and there's a big map, and this is it.
I'm gonna take a look at the map and see where the islands are that we're looking to find the last turret.
You notice this map is like a big globe, and it's really intricate and beautiful, beautifully crafted with different metals and stone and marble. The islands are actually almost like the opposite side of the world from where you are. And actually at that, Citri, in her tears, still holding on tightly to Chanel, like runs over. I think I looked into these turrets that Toddle has told me about, and I think I know where one is.
Is it the one in the islands? I believe that's the only one we're still looking for.
Oh, you already know. And she just like, and just like walks away. She did all this research for nothing.
Unfortunately, I kind of pissed away a wish to find that out. I should have just wished to have it in my hand.
and as soon as you said wish spell, like Citri like looks at Chanel and Biggie, like, who are these people? And Chanel's
Hi.
like, it's a long story. Tell you later.
I know.
In case we weren't properly introduced, I'm Avaran.
Has never met you, I don't think. So she shakes
there
her
was
hand.
the madness of when he appeared.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
That
And
was no time for introductions.
but then in the background, like Chanel's gonna come and like pull up a seat and just sit for a minute and like probably take a nap and try to recover. At least a short rest.
Is this somewhere where we can camp out?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if there's a place, like a singular place where we could just ask for help. Because I have questions. I don't know if I have time to look at every book in here. It's like a city.
I look
Is
around
there
for
a
the librarian.
The librarian. Well, roll. Actually, Citri's gonna roll this because she has been spending the whole time you were there. She's been in here. Yeah, she would know this. I think she said she's gonna point at the globe that Averin you were just looking at, and also there's like this big open space. Like when you enter the library, you're facing all this beautiful shit and all the books and stuff. But behind you, it's just a wall, like the brick part of the wall of the building that you've been seeing. She's gonna say that she assumes if you use something with the globe, it should project something over there, like initiate some sort of magic, but she doesn't know what is missing.
Oh, Jesus. I hope it wasn't that fucking cube on the bottom floor.
Didn't my
thought
memory?
we took it.
My memory's vague. Yeah, I thought I heard that someone took it with us. Am I tripping?
Chanel has it.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize you grabbed it, Chanel. Citri, something like this.
And Chanel's like, what? Oh, and she like digs through her bag, and she hands the cube to Citri, who then takes a look at it. She's gonna roll investigation, combined with a history check, and that was
Better
really
be rubbing
low.
Chanel's shoulder.
It's really low, so she doesn't really know. She's like, it must be it. I don't know.
Well, I can try. I'm gonna point at the cube, and the cube is gonna be just covered in a skin of black, and it's going
Okay.
to rise up as I go to the globe that was described to us,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like just kind of like hover it beside the globe. I want to know about the Zero God Silas.
Nothing happens.
I want to know about the eclipse and its stuff.
And there's gonna be a couple of creatures. A lot of the creatures are like watching you curiously. And one of the owls is gonna step down and look at you. It's gonna be a barn owl with
How
large
many
dark
licks
eyes.
does it take?
Damn it.
I knew it. I knew someone would say that.
1, 2, 3.
And the owl is gonna fly over and kind of perch next to you guys, and then it's gonna trigger a bunch of the other owls to come and fly and kind of like surround you guys and perch around you.
Am I in trouble? Did I do something bad?
Maybe in the natural kingdom you would be, but I'm sure you're fine here.
In the meantime, Kalzareth,
Yeah.
the
They're
unicorn
predators
is
to rabbits, by the way.
the that's true actually. The unicorn is calmed down a little bit. It's realized that nothing's happening. It is safe, and it's gonna follow you where you go.
Then I'm going to make my
I'll
way
follow
back
you
Okay.
at a
wherever
quicker
you
pace to see if
go.
it follows, or well, I'm going to start off at a quicker pace to see if
Okay.
it follows, and if it's kind of trotting slowly, I'll slow down as well.
No, it keeps its same pace. It's just walking towards the front.
Okay.
I look at these mechanical barn owls. Is that right? Or no?
There's a couple of them, but like most of them are just owl-looking owls. A lot of them have like little collar tags like around their necks. They have like little coins on them, different symbols like moons and stars and things.
I'm gonna look around at them and be like, what?
Just staring at you. And then
Oh, hey
staring
there,
at us.
Diggy. Don't you know how to speak with animals?
Unfortunately, I've used it to speak with your friend. Let's see. Oh, I do have another one. Okay, what do you want to know? And I will cast Speak with Animals.
How long
Again?
does Speak with Animals
That's
last,
so-
though?
Oh, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been more than 10 minutes to go
I
up to
cast it
65
again.
flights.
I cast it again so that I can speak with the owl. What do you want to know? Hello, friend. How are you? I
What?
do know how many licks it takes. Thank you. Yes.
Why are they circling me?
My friend here is very bothered. Wants to know if you're really just looking for dinner, or if you're willing to help. Why are you circling around, the little?
And you're gonna notice that they're not really surprised that you can speak to them. You're gonna notice that they're surprised you haven't understood them this whole time. And they're all gonna talk at once. So you have old lady owl just like talking about nonsense, and then her husband owl is like trying to calm her down. There's like a child that's
Good
like
Lord,
crying.
what is this? All in the family? What's happening?
There's gonna be the barn owl who's like is a female, like really young voice. It is gonna say, sorry, say that again, I can't hear you with all this racket, and gets all pissed, and then some of them quiet, but then they start talking again. And...
One at a time. One at a time, please.
we're just curious what you're doing. What are you doing here? Oh, we never seen you before.
Apparently they're just curious, not hungry. Nothing to worry about, Calamity. Well, we are... What the hell are we doing? Avran, tell me what we're doing.
Well, you know, we just figured out that we're trying to go to the islands that, you know, are on the other side of this globe here, and we wanted to see if there was any way that this, you know, cube that my friend is holding, if
Yes,
that
is
can
this thing
interact
a
with it.
librarian? Can we
Oh.
ask it questions or something? Do you know anything about this?
Oh yes, I've seen Master put it on this contraption here, and she's gonna fly up. Yeah, she does tell you. So I'm like, am I jumping the gun? She flies over, and it looks like there's a lever that you pull on the side of it.
Oh, well, there's a little spot over here with a lever. I think, Calamity, that's where that thing goes, and then you'll have a librarian of some kind.
Oh,
Or we all die. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just listening to this bird. Yeah, someplace
At that
small.
comment, Avran takes a step back.
I'm going to slowly put down the cube that's going to kind of float down, and once I release it, that veil of black dissipates. I'm going
Okay.
to look at the lever. I'm going to point at it, and it's going to be covered in black, and I'm going to try to pull it.
All right, you pull it successfully. There is a latch, and there's different gears that sort of connect together and pull up kind of a seating station for the cube.
A seating station.
It seems pretty apparent. Put it over there.
I'm going to lift. I'm going to float the cube and put it in place.
Just
As
don't
it-
claim it.
As it clicks into place,
Don't
you're
float
gonna
the
see beams of light, sort of using the globe as a source, just kind of dart in different areas with this as its center. All over. It's gonna be really bright and hard to look at, but it's gonna start to slowly
Yeah.
concentrate forward into one area, and like a projector, it's gonna project the map as well as kind of an image of the royal family from here. You're gonna see two dark elves with kind of what looks to be the older son and a younger son as well.
How much of this do I see?
Great,
See
it's a
all of it.
slideshow.
Oh, so is that big, or am I just like caught up?
Yeah, it projects on the whole wall. Like it's gonna
Oh,
be very theater-like. And the
I'm like,
owl's gonna turn to you, Diggy. Now, you can look up whatever you want, whatever you want to know.
How to end this nightmare? No kidding, Calamity.
Huh? What?
Apparently, you can ask it things now.
Let me pull up all my book resources.
Okay. I'm going to look at the now activated globe, and I'm gonna say, um, tell me, uh, I want to know about the god of light and death.
And it pulls up what looks to be an ancient painting of some kind. And it's interesting because it's just a set of stars kind of strung together. And it pulls up a bunch of scripture, and it does adjust to whatever is looking upon it, to whatever language they read. So if you all understand common, so it's going to project itself in common. And it's just going to be a bunch of information. So the owl is going to kind of look at it and then look back at Diggy. You can be specific.
Oh, specificity. Damn it, I can't even say it. But be specific.
Okay. Why are the evil side hiding the knowledge about the god of light and death?
Well, it's actually the god. I'm just gonna explain to you.
Okay.
It's pulling it up all the scripture. The god of light and death is actually hiding itself. So it's evolved. So as like humans and creatures evolve, as worlds evolve, planes of existence evolve, magic's always changing and evolving. So do these entities. And they are the oldest entities to ever exist. So they've evolved to the point of sentience, which is why they're gods. And the god of light and death has actually chosen to hide itself from kind of this plane of existence and their own quarrels because there's just a bigger universe that it has more interest in at the moment.
Interesting. My next question will be,
My blood itches. Sorry.
I want to know about eclipses and their effects on the world.
Eclipses have a huge effect on both religion and magic, and it pulls itself into those categories. But if you were to read through it, eclipses kind of open a portal to different planes of existence. So it's when existences start to connect, because even though moon phases are different, planets are even different, stars are even different on different planes of existence. Eclipses unify a lot of them at once. Every eclipse is different, and there's an infinite amount of eclipses, and they line up different planes of existence at the same time. There are certain where the Zero God comes in. The Zero God is one of the few entities that are born from that same material. So it can actually use those eclipses to travel through different planes of existence and time.
Does it say when the next eclipse is?
Yes, it is 3 days from now.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, that's really close, guys.
Does Calamity have to ask the questions, or can anyone ask?
Anyone can ask, yeah.
I would like to ask it what is the fastest way to get from our location to the islands that we're looking to go?
and it actually pulls up different. It starts to just like AI. I'm sorry. Starts to adjust your manner of questioning and kind of assumes what you're asking. So the questions are going to be easier to answer. It's going to pull up different vehicles that exist. There's a couple of mechanical ones, almost like a giant blimp that exists. There's a couple of different flying creatures, and if you choose each creature, it'll pull up more details on them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also different portals too, and there's different magic items that can take you to different places on the world.
I ask magical chat GPT where the nearest portal is.
It's actually in this library.
Where in the library?
Access denied. I'm just kidding. No, it's actually a ring, and it is in a display case. I think on like the 10th floor or something up there, on display. But like, there's nothing kind of locking it away. You can just go and grab it.
Well, I don't know about you lot, but I feel like that's the next place we should probably go, because we have to get there, sounds like within the next 3 days. It's on the other side of the world, and this ring up here, upstairs, is the way to get there.
Toddle is gonna ask, because Mackenzie did bring this up to me at some point, kind of, but like, what happened? Can you look into people and like their journeys? Like, that's something you can access, and doesn't answer. So he's gonna ask again. Where was Avaran when Avaran lost his memory? And it's actually going to pull up. It's gonna take a minute, and you're almost gonna hear like the globe sort of whirring. And you're gonna see the world through Avaran's eyes. At first, you're gonna see like conversations happening between a group of druids. So there's like the king of the druids is talking to them in that like special plane that he only can talk to people with. But then they open up an area, and they seem to be in like a really lush forest. And you can sit and watch the whole thing if you want. Did you want to watch the whole thing, or do you want cliff notes?
I'm pulling.
I think in the interest of time, maybe everyone would agree the cliff notes is better.
Okay, so Toddle's gonna be like, okay, what's the highlight? What happened? Did they take out a turret? And you do. It looks like you have the finishing blow, and you take down a turret that was an old tree. And you did fight a number of bullshit before. There was almost like a hyena-looking army that was defending it from the islands. And while the druids were kind of occupying the army, you went in, you found its weakness, which is the heart of the tree, and you were able to kind of jam a sword through it, and then the turret was destroyed. It did, however, destroy part of your body too. Then it took a couple of hours or so for the druids to kind of come together and sacrifice a lot of their life energy into restoring your body. And it actually stunted the druids to a point where a lot of them can't leave the druid plane. So the 3 of them sacrificed their ability to walk on Earth again. One of them being a cousin of the druid owl that was like following you for a while, who's died. And she chooses to.
Brenna.
She was the first one to kind of. Yeah, she was the first one to kind of initiate. For Brenna, I do this for you, and she sacrifices her ability to walk on Earth. And it does restore your body. And as you're kind of sitting there, like in shock and with tears down your face, the king of the druids, before he kind of disappears, he opens another portal for you and sends you back to the city. And that's where your memory was wiped.
Gotcha.
And as that whole scene ends, all the owls and all the creatures who are like watching it kind of like all turn to Avaran and the crew. Like, oh. And all the owls are like quiet and not talking.
Did I see this?
Yeah.
Well, they were rather chatty, but not so much anymore.
What does Avaran feel like with all these memories just suddenly brought back?
Heavy. You feel pain from the battle, and like as you watch it, oddly enough, it's all familiar to you. Um, and yeah, there's still gaps in memory though. You only remember what you've seen, but there are
Mhm.
definitely feelings you have. Like you also feel everything that you've watched.
And so at that, then, you'll see just like a single tear go down his face for
You
their.
littered. Why did you litter?
No, because they had to sacrifice their ability to live in this world for me, and
Yeah.
so that's huge. Um, well, their
And
sacrifice won't be in vain.
all the owls are even more curious, and they're quiet because owls are so akin to the earth and familiar with the druids and have only known like rumors of them existing. And like why they like to watch and curious is because like anything the dark elves would pull up they would learn from.
Mm.
And they are now aware that the druids are out there and still exist.
I wonder if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because, well, I don't dwell on it though. Um, so So is there anything else we need to learn here before we look into that ring upstairs?
I'm gonna turn to the library and say, "What is this thing called? And does it have a name?"
Which one?
The Eldritch Unicorn.
Oh, calamity corn.
Calamity corn.
I did poop it
Okay,
out.
okay, okay. Is that its?
The
Is that
eclipse, the eclipse
Literally.
beast, the
Okay,
beast of the eclipse is what
I'll
it's been
like-
called. I'll say.
Okay. And
I
does
Yeah.
it have a name that it recognizes?
No, it doesn't.
Poop corn.
Oh, you get to name it.
Yeah, then I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be naming random names in Abyssal.
Corny.
Which one it likes, it'll stop.
Just call
Yeah.
him Corny the
Likes
unicorn.
nothing so far.
Yeah. Just
So
gonna
Ta-
keep. Just gonna keep on rolling though.
Toddle,
Corny unicorn.
Toddle is going to ask. What would Toddle ask? What would Toddle ask?
Is there an elevator?
Oh, Toddle's gonna ask where the final turret is. Because you're aware of, you took down 2. You know where 1 is. And the other one was like rumored to be a small trinket, and Toddle just wants to be sure.
Well, remember the wish spell where I said I wish I knew where it was, I got like flashes of its location.
Yeah. For one of them, but apparently there is.
Oh, there's another one. Okay.
There's another one.
Damn, I thought that was the last one.
Yeah. And then.
There is another.
And it actually says it's in this library.
Oh shit. Librarian, where is this thing?
Within the library.
And it actually pulls up an image of Calamity.
Shit.
Wait, what is that? Are we cutting you open or something? What's happening?
My ears fall to the ground.
To the ground?
Like off your head?
Like-
No.
No, just
No, I'm sad. I'm
Pound!
scared.
Okay.
And he just said if you're gonna cut me open,
Calamity, did you know this?
I'll take a step back. No.
May I see your black mask?
What else can you poop out?
And instantly three pellets appear behind me. I'm going to take out my black mask. I'm gonna like throw it across the floor to Avaran, and like try to keep my distance.
Is this something I need to attune to? Or if I put it on, will I just see what you see through it?
It should just work.
I think it just works.
Alright. I'll give it right back, I promise. And I put it on and look at Calamity. Does it show me anything about where the...
Nothing unusual. Like just body mass, same as everybody else.
No glowy spots or anything.
No, I mean Calamity is full of like really powerful energy, but and it's a little chaotic looking, but nothing you haven't seen before like in other creatures.
I take it off. Well, it didn't work the way I thought it would. Gonna hand it back to him.
Do you like? Are you gonna like walk up to me and hand it to me, or?
I walk slowly, a calm look upon my face, non-threatening, you know.
Calamity's scared.
I get down on one knee, and try to look him as level in the eye as possible, and I say, "My friend, I will do everything in my power to keep you from being harmed."
Insight check.
They kiss the bride.
Solid 7.
You can't tell shit.
I mean,
Looks okay to you.
I'm gonna like
Okay,
hop forward.
As I see this tense situation going on, I just turn to the library and just ask, "Okay, so how do we kill the thing inside of the rabbit without killing the rabbit?"
And it starts to whir. And it says, in order for this collapse to happen, essentially, all turrets must be destroyed.
That doesn't answer my question. How do we kill-
And it doesn't say how though. Toddle asks too, like how, but how do you destroy a turret you can't see, that you can't detect? Asking all the ways around it.
librarian, is the turret in Calamity, or is Calamity the turret?
And it thinks for a little bit, as if this is like using all the freaking RAM it has.
Loading. Loading.
Um,
Steam comes out the side.
this creature harnesses all the power of the last turret.
So, Kalzarath and only Kalzarath. You feel, because of your specific classes melded together, Shadow Monk, Shadow Rogue, Collect Spirits, being aware of all the above. You feel a churning within Calamity, and you feel something from Calamity's direction looking at you.
Specifically at me.
Yes.
Hmm.
You can't see anything, but you feel this.
Okay, then I have to ask the DM. The eye that I got, didn't it allow me to see like invisible things that are invisible in 3 dimensions and stuff like that? Or
Yeah, it pretty much is that stone you have in the back of the head, but you can kind of activate it. You can't like go through it without the stone, but you can.
no, I
see
thought the
through it.
eye that I got implanted with the soul coin.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Like true sight.
a little bit. It's like a stronger version of true sight.
Okay, so with that eye, do I see anything from like whatever this thing is that's looking at me? In Calamity?
And GW, you have to explain to them
I
what
will.
it looks like.
I will. You see like a black gate adorned in many symbols. You see an entity looking through the bars, but it's weird because even though it's a gate and there's bars, you can typically see right through them to the thing behind. But it's almost as if it's looking through a hole at you, and it's kind of this glowing red pulsing eye that As it looks at you, it's focusing so hard that it's kind of trembling. And it just looks at you, and it moves, and another eye appears in the space, and that moves, and another eye appears in the space. You can't see the full thing because of this gate.
Then I have to ask, is Calamity looking at me too, or is it just like an energy coming from Calamity?
An energy coming from Calamity. Calamity is looking at kind of everyone, like you, and then Avaram, then Diggy, and it's kind of like looking around, and like the owl's looking at him, and this is like he's just kind of like, you know. But this one being within is focused on you.
Then I will focus back, raise the one eye, and say in Abyssal, saying that it's one of the older languages, I could see you too.
It slowly retracts, and you no longer see this entity looking at you.
And I don't say anything to everyone else.
Toddle kind of is thinking for a minute and like overthinking and like, you know, doing the Toddle thing where he just talks to himself and paces in the background, but walks up to Calamity and like drops both hands on Calamity's shoulders. Don't worry about it. We'll figure this out. No one's gonna hurt you. I will die before that happens. Okay. We will protect you. We'll figure this out later. First, let's focus on getting that next turret.
I'm gonna ask the
Okay.
library three questions.
Okay.
Is the turret attached to Calamity on a physical form? Or, and if yes or no, is it attached to him on a spiritual form? And then my last question is, if Calamity dies and we revive him, will that also destroy the turret? Or, but that will relate more to if it's part of his physical form.
It is a spiritual connection, and it looks like it's holding place, like it's holding the energy and the power of the turret like in his body, but also which is also due to some of the chaotic and it'll even pull up like a picture of Calamity and like almost dissect him, like pull the body apart so you can see like different pockets. Like it was very alarming to watch, but but it's gonna kind of identify that it harnesses all the power, but there's also a second anchor to the power that doesn't exist on this plane right now. And the connection to it, I mean, you can ask, but as far as like reviving Calamity, you can revive Calamity, you can, and the turret will remain destroyed. But Calamity might not be the same as far as like abilities are.
Then I'm going to turn to Calamity and say that it might not be the best answer, but if the worst case scenario, we'll bring you back. So the question is, how far are you willing to go for this? I don't even let him finish. Just lightly pat him on the head and walk away, because that's something he has to decide.
And Chanel, as Calamity's kind of standing there, Chanel comes over to Calamity as well and lays a hand on his head. Let's all take a rest here for now. What do you even call this thing? Diggy, what do we call this? Encyclopedia? How do you lock down this library or move this library's location? And it actually pulls up a type of spell that you can, and it takes like a day, to like cast the spell, but you can move the library. You can also lock it down in place, but it looks like it's already locked down and linked to this tower. So it takes like a really complicated spell, and they don't have everything. And you guys don't have everything for it. So Chanel says, "Okay, looks like our time here is limited." Oh gosh. And Toddle chimes in. Where are the enemies right now? Is anyone looking for us? Are we like anywhere in the paper. And it does pull up like articles and things. It looks like there are armies after you. They don't think you're in this spire. The spire kind of it's its own like collective like cocoon of information. Like it's a vacuum. So when you enter the space of the spire, it's like, you're not a traceable scent. You can't be located, that kind of thing, unless you're within it. Um, so, and as far as access to this library, the only ones who ever found it and are still alive are the royal family. And so, Toddle says, we can probably rest here for a little while, but we should have that portal ready in case we need to get out of here. But we need all of our strength.
Okay. Okay. I think that's smart. So I guess we could just sleep on books and things.
It's too bad the Dutch isn't here, because didn't he know the ability to like give us some sort of shelter?
Yeah, his magical hut thing.
Right. Well, I say for now then, since not many people, come this way, maybe just find a deserted corner of this very large library where we don't think we'll be found.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask it some more, and I'll catch up with you guys. Okay.
Chanel and Citri are like yawning, and they like try to find a place, and like Chanel's like holding up the robe, and like Citri's like trying to change into something else. And they're all trying to get
Darlings,
comfortable.
let's lay down.
I don't think I ever gave the calling stone back to Calamity, so I'm gonna tell Toddle to go on ahead with them, and that I will stay with Calamity, and then I can ask where they went, and then we can join them.
So
Well, we're resting in the library, I thought.
It's a big library.
It is large, yeah.
As they go find a place for us to bed down, it's just me and Avaran, I believe.
And Owl. Who's his
and the owls that are staring. I'm going to look up at the globe, and I am going to say, how did the families win the war 100 years ago?
Ooh.
Well, technically, we came from 100 years ago, so it'd be longer than that.
Oh
be like-
yeah,
Oh,
the Great
that's-
War, where the light lost and evil prevailed.
That's the big secret. And it pulls up an image, and it at first looks like a constellation of stars, like before, like another god, but a different constellation. But then it kind of adjusts to your question, and it pulls up what looks to be a herringon as well, but almost the silhouette of one. As far as the detail of the herringon is concerned, it doesn't show it. It almost looks like just moving stars. And it says that the Zero God decided to overturn the war and rebel against the other gods, rebel against the light, and was the reason the light lost the war.
Oh shit. Oh. I mean, I knew Silas was chaotic and neutral, but like, I mean, okay. I'm gonna as I see that in this machine, this magical machine tells me this, I'm gonna say, but why?
And it says to restore its own power. and the owl seems to like hoot something. Um, and Diggy's not around to like translate, so you don't know what the owl asks the machine. But the owl is like hella curious and like just nosy. But you do hear the answer, and the answer is, it was in a state of imbalance for its own power, and because time isn't really a factor, like it sees time differently than human beings on this plane, it sacrifices the 1,000 years of darkness so it can regain its own strength, and when, because it knows it's reborn as its own like physical form every few thousand years, like all the gods are, like how one's like a Harengon, one's a Leonin,
Mm-hmm.
like those bodies have to be born from something, and it is reborn in this time zone.
Hmm.
And the only way it could happen was to tip the balance, to create itself. It was essentially trying to create itself again.
Did he succeed?
He did.
And what is his new reborn form?
And then the new reborn form, it actually pulls up an image of Calamity.
Oh. Stop. Okay, stop. Okay, stop.
I'm just gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell the machine to stop.
And yeah, it shuts off.
Did I see any of it?
It's projected on a giant screen. So, no.
Okay.
So probably.
I'm gonna look at Avaran.
I don't think I want to ask any more questions today.
That's a lot to take in all at once. How are you feeling?
And the owl's like, hoot, hoot, hoot. And all the owls like, ah.
I'm confused and nervous, and I'm scared. I am bad.
No.
Everyone's always said I was bad. They said I'm a bad omen, and they said I got kicked from home, and people try to take me, and they kidnap me, and they use me because I'm not bad. I tried so hard to be good.
I drop to one knee and pull Calamity into a hug.
I cry in his shoulder.
Calamity, what have I been telling you from the very beginning? You are who you choose to be. No one can make you be anything you don't want. If I understood correctly, it sounds like you're a god reborn, but you get to choose whether you're going to be a good god or a bad god.
I don't want to be a god.
It's a lot of responsibility, I know.
I'm tired.
It's alright. Let's join the others, go get some rest.
Okay.
Total, what part of the library do you go to?
Puddle chimes in. I'm reading a couple books here, just on, some tinkering things. I'm in the back on the left.
Alright, we'll be there in a minute. And, I kind of pick Calamity up, put him on my shoulder, and head off in that direction.
And I'm gonna say some time passes. Everyone gets a short rest for now, maybe a long rest. And I am, because there's like a big, this next part is gonna be involved, and I would like Toddle here. So I'm gonna end the game a little bit early, but before that, you're gonna notice a creature, or actually, Averin, I think you would get a glimpse of it. I think you would, because you...
My dagger of
pretty good.
warning.
Yeah, dagger of warning.
I would also get it
Plus-
because I have the longbow warning.
Right, and everyone's passive perceptions is pretty good. But there's gonna be someone who steps through the wall as if he was kind of hiding in some other plane. And it almost looks like a cube that sort of expands into a diamond and opens a door. And the door rips open this wall right where the projections were. And a dark elf is gonna walk through it. The king of this city. And he's gonna be tall, long dark hair, kind of pale eyes, ears super long and just adorned in different jewels and things. He's also wearing a very minimalistic looking crown. He's wearing a really nice suit and robe. And in his hand, he kind of pulls his two hands together, and the cube's gonna or the diamond shape is gonna empty itself out and then compress back into a little tiny cube, and he's gonna hold it in his two hands. And he's gonna look at you guys. And then one of the owl who's actually super curious and hanging out with you guys the most, is gonna be excited and gonna fly towards the shoulder and perch on his shoulder and kind of like nuzzle him. And that's where we're gonna end today's show.
Fuck.
Well, shit. Wasn't expecting that one.
We're in the last 4 episodes. We're cramming in a lot of lore. That was a lot of lore. But thank you so much, guys, who are still awake, like tuning in with us. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Is gonna be fucking wild, and it's gonna be exciting. So we will see you next time.
All right, give me a minute or two to find who we're sending this party to. If you guys want to chat about what the rating message should be, feel free. I'm rhyming a lot tonight. What's going on?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Just
I have
ask
no
the
idea.
librarian.
Right?
Yeah.
Just ask the librarian. What should our message
I'm not asking another damn question, okay?
No, I meant hashtag. Just ask the librarian.
Oh yeah, that, I like that. I like that.
Hashtag ask the librarian.
Let's see. Who?
Well, let's see.
Ooh, I think I know where we're going.
Do you want me to summarize the info you just got for clarity's sake? Or you have any questions for me as DM? What we know so far.
Have I landed on a name yet?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you pick one that I'll just say it likes.
Okay.
So, okay. I know where
Please
we
turn it into a battle corn. Sorry.
I know where we are going. Let me get this ready. Ooh, and before I do that, let me close my chats
at
because it
least
gets
you do.
weird.
The magical smut section.
Yep, that's exactly where I'm at. I'm over there with the ladies reading.
All the
and then
hentai.
he grabbed her bosom. And I'm trying to put the ladies at rest. Relax.
Dude, Chanel is passed the fuck out.
Yeah. Citri's barely hanging on. They don't really care if I'm reading to them, but then I'll obviously have to close the book and pass out as well. But you said we're only at short rest. We don't want to like do long rest yet.
Yeah, I will say it. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I'm
I'm
just gonna
curious
not hit
how
anything then.
I'm curious
like-
how any resting is going to get done, seeing as we were just seen by the king of the dark elves.
Right? That's
Right.
one of the big families. That's one of the family of like knowledge too. Shit. And we're
Yeah.
stealing knowledge? Shit.
I was just wondering, like, how long is our short rest?
Can those frickin' owls keep it down? I'm trying to have a magical moment over here.
All right, so everyone copy what Snyder just put in the chat, and we will see you over at Dungeon Scrollers. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.